Hello and welcome back to my channel. It's Ijoma here and it's a new year, and this is new year resolution for tailors. And normally I'm not going to talk too much, so now I'm going to give you just 3 strategies that will help your business improve in 2025. We talk about tailoring. Most people will say it is my passion, it is what I love doing, it is this and it is that. But the truth, deep down, the reason why many of us started this business is because of passion, true, but then money is the major thing. Money is the motivator in this business. We all know that sewing, tailoring, fashion, everything is very stressful, so there's no how passion will feed you. You can have passion for something, but that thing is not feeding you. So sometimes you can have passion for something, but then you are doing something else because that is what pays your bills. And we know the current situation of the economy. Everything is very difficult right now, so you need to step up your game. You need to step up your business game so that you can make more money as a tailor. All right, so now the first thing that we are going to talk about here is these are my strategies. Like, I didn't get it from anywhere, and it always works. It works like magic. It worked for me. So the number one is bite more than you can chew. They always tell you do not bite more than you can chew, but then biting more than you can chew has a way of pushing you to do better. Your comfort zone is the worst place that you will ever be in. Like, it is the place that will destroy you if you don't pay attention. Oh, I cannot rent that space because it is too expensive. I cannot do this, I cannot do that. But then if you don't rent that particular space, if you don't rent that particular shop, how will people see your business? Is it going to be visible? Some people will always say, I cannot run ads, this, ads that, ads are expensive. But then if you don't run ads, you will not even know the worth or the value of the products that you are selling. Let's say this particular dress that I'm wearing now, you know that if I sew this dress myself, I will think that it is cheap. But then if you have a tailor that made this dress, let's say you are the designer, but then you have a tailor that executed this design, of course you are going to charge higher. Do you know why? Because now you are paying someone, you are paying a laborer. It will make you realize the value and the worth of that dress. But if you should sit and cut and sew that particular dress yourself, you can charge anything because you feel like, I made it now, I did not pay a tailor. But then it also kills your business. This is the reason why many of us do not even know that we are running at loss, because we don't employ people. That is the bite more than what you can chew strategy, because you don't want to employ a tailor. You know that this job is stressing you, but then you don't have responsibilities. What I mean by bite more than you can chew is acquire responsibilities. Sometimes you just need to have that push. Every business person, anybody that you see that hustles like they have no hope, they actually do not have any hope. Yes. So knowing that you have a problem, knowing that you have responsibilities will trigger you, will push you to do better. If you're on your bed, you will have to think of ways to pay this particular thing, to pay this worker, to pay for your shop rent, to pay for your this. Do you know? Okay, I'm going to explain. When I was in my self-contained, I there was a time I was living in a self-contained. There was time I was living in a house where I was paying 240,000. My income was not more than that 240,000, because if I'm charging people, I am charging them knowing that my rent is 214,000 naira, right? Yeah. Then from the 240,000 naira house, I moved to an office where I was paying 600,000. Now, it opened my mind to other sources of income, because now I have to meet up to that 600,000 naira. It made me come up with ideas. I was in that office when I created so many online classes. Before, I wasn't a fan of creating online courses. I'll be like, YouTube payment is okay now, but then I have more responsibilities, and that was the reason why I started creating more online courses. I started advertising my fashion school. I started pushing my fashion school so much. Even if you give me clothes, I will sew, because I know that I have now I have a responsibility of 600,000 naira. That is what I mean by bite more than you can chew. When I was paying for that 600 naira rent, I paid that rent twice. The first rent, I paid it twice. God will bless my landlord back then. I knew that it was difficult for me, but I knew that that 600,000 naira that I was paying will give me a serious push. Then from the 600,000 naira office, I moved to somewhere that I was paying 1.2 million naira. At first, it was difficult for me, but what I noticed over the years is that the more responsibilities I have, the more income I have. Do you know why? Because now I have something that pushes me. Like, I have something that rings a bell in my head. If I'm on my bed, I remember that I'll have to pay this 1.2 million naira rent. I'll wake up and work. Even if I don't have strength to create YouTube videos, I'll wake up and create YouTube videos. I'll create tutorials. I will teach my students. I will edit. I will post. Like, because I know that if I don't do this, it will give me quit notice and I cannot meet up to the 1.2 million naira house. Now, from the 1.2 million naira house, I moved to somewhere that this current place I'm paying more than 3M in this house. Yes. And when I paid this rent, I was having anxiety. Do you know why? I was so scared. I was like, are you sure that I will make more than this? 3M is just a normal rent. It wasn't even the other rents, the agency fee, whatsoever, furnishing, no furnishing a new house, water, light, so many things. The responsibility was choking at that point. Do you know that during the first 2 months that I lived here, I was having panic attacks? Like, I was having anxiety because I always feel like, are you sure I will make this? But now this is where the magic happened. Moving to this 3 point something million naira house actually gave my business this respect. You know, packaging is a thing. So if you come into this type of house, you cannot just price me anyhow. If I tell you my school fees is so amount, you will not price me down, because you are a human being and you are living in Nigeria. You know how hard the economy is. For someone to squeeze out money to pay for this type of house, you already know that they mean business, and you cannot price them what you are pricing someone that is staying in a 200,000 naira shop or apartment. That was the magic. And finally, I was able to raise the rent within months. I was so scared when I came in here, but like I said, the more responsibility I have, the more income I have, because it pushes you, it opens your mind. Things that you don't used to see before, you start seeing it. Like, you know, hunger, they say that hungry people come up with the most business ideas, and it is true. So the second strategy that you are going to use right here is to have a financial goal. Tell yourself, if you have not saved your first 1 million naira before, tell yourself, I must save for 1 million naira. The first time I saved huge amount of money was 70,000 naira. 70,000. My shop rent that time was around 70 something thousand. My first, where I did my, like, my first small shop where I started from, for 70 something thousand naira. And paying that fee was really difficult for me. Paying that shop rent was really difficult for me. But then I told myself that I want to save first 100,000. What I did was that I started with daily contribution. We know akawo in Igbo language, you call it akawo, daily contribution. That was how I started. Then, funny enough, within few months, I was able to save that 72,000 for my shop rent, and I even saved more than. So if you have a goal, sometimes it gives you this focus. If you have now saved your first 500,000 naira, tell yourself that this year I will save my first 500,000 naira, and you will realize that that mindset will shape the way you charge your clients. If you need an upgrade, of course you will need to get that upgrade so that you can charge more. You know, you can't just start charging your customers. You need to improve your skill. They need to see that you are worth this price you are charging, so that you will be able to save that 500k. You may think that it will take you 1 year to save 500k, but within months you may come up with that 500,000, because you've already set your mind. You know, mindset is everything. You know, there's some people that we say you overrate yourself. There's some people that feel that they are beautiful. Maybe they're not beautiful, but they feel like they are beautiful, and you will see them acting beautiful. You will see them carrying themselves as beautiful people. Maybe to you they are not fine, but that is how they see themselves. That mindset thing, perception thing, it works like magic. Whatever you believe in will really come to pass. You right? You understand? Yeah. So now the last strategy now is to have a steady cash flow. Steady cash flow. So have you really checked? It is okay for you to charge 500,000 naira, 1 million for a dress, 200,000 for a dress. But then, how many times do you get that 500,000 naira job per year? That is what you will check. So now sit and check if this job is giving you the cash flow that you need to thrive. Because you may be getting 500,000 naira job once in a month or once in 2 months, and to you it is big money. Inside that 500,000 naira job, you may spend like 200 and something k, because you pay bidders, you pay this, you pay that, and you buy expensive stuff. Okay, so is it giving you that cash flow? Check your cash flow. Someone that is sewing only boo may be sewing, maybe selling her boo 20,000 or 25,000 naira or 15,000 per se, but then they are selling about 50 of that a month. And inside, 50 of that is about, let's say, 50, then 15,000 times 50 is up to like 750,000, right? So now, inside that 750, or let's say 500,000, inside that 500,000, their profits may be up to 300,000, because they are not spending like you that is charging 500,000 per dress. That is the truth. That is the reason why you will see all these small businesses doing well, and be like, what is it? It is not by how much, it is by how many. Business, so many business thrive when it comes to numbers. Yeah. So try and do numbers. Try to maintain that cash flow. If you are making only one dress or a week or a day, you know that if you employ a tailor, it will help you to like gather more customers. All this, I don't have space, I don't have space, it will end, because now you have an extra hand, you make more money. I used to be the one that does YouTube, edits, everything, tutoring. But later, when I employed my social media manager, that was when I realized that I was actually losing money all this while. Because sometimes after teaching my students or after filming a YouTube video, I will not have time to reply messages. But now somebody is there every now and then. So all those penny, how much is this? I want to register. We accumulated more students, more than when I was handling everything. Then on the other hand, my tutor came. When my tutor came, my online classes game became more intact. I had space to like think about other ways to make money, because now I have delegated these roles to other people to maintain a steady cash flow. So if you're making 3 dresses a week, try employing a tailor so that you can make 7. After paying the tailor, you still have a little, and then your customer base will increase. Okay, so focus on cash flow. Anything that gives you money, anything that keeps bringing money on a steady, is very important. So these are the goals that I need you to work on. Just focus on these 3 and work on it, and see how it will change your sewing business. Thank you all so much. I'm Ijoma, and see you all in my next video. Bye.